everybody. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Monique and welcome to Medora Budgets. I'd like to thank anybody who's liked or commented on any of my videos, especially those that have chosen to subscribe to my channel. Truly started this as a way to hold myself accountable, but I understand, recognize, and appreciate the community as a whole. If you're rocking with me on this journey, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't made up your mind yet, sit with me for a spell. At the end of this video, if it's content you find valuable or enjoyable, please feel free to subscribe. It's myself and Sweets, married with a whole bunch of kids, trying to figure out our future, family, and finances, so the decisions we're making now won't negatively impact us in the future. Today is Thursday, but you are going to see this video on Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's the end of the week and the last day. Monique, it's on you. So what you gonna do? I'm gonna get my 2 eggs on and I'm gonna get my sleep on, and I'm gonna get my church on all weekend long. Hey, so it's Friday. It's Friday. It's the end of the week and the last day. Hey y'all, it's on you. So what you gonna do? Leave down in the comments. Let me know what you got going on this weekend. I'm myself and a friend of mine. She watches my videos. She my ace boom coon. She my day one. We're supposed to go to 2 eggs in McDonald's, I think it is. But anyway, to just have brunch and just to relax and chill. I'm going to get some rest because I'm still tired from my reunion. And, of course, I got to make it to church and give all blessings where all blessings are due. So, at the end of the day, we are here to do a YNAB. We are here for the YNAB Chronicles. I think this is volume 7. So, we are here to disperse this check. So I did go ahead and enter in to the Paychecks area the amounts that I know that my checks are going to be. I went online and looked that up, and so we already have that documented in. Now, with that said, we have a total of $2,416.38 we'll be working with. So last video you would have seen me do a budget with me and using YNAB to really try and mark out kind of what I needed to do, really, because I want to concentrate on getting 1 month ahead. So with that, I then do a messy budget. So after I pulled my budget with me for the next paycheck I'm going to receive, then I try to work out another 3-4 paychecks in advance to see how things were going to happen and lay out, to see if there's anything I need to adjust now because of what's going to happen in the future. So with me doing all of that, I recognize I think I'm going to be 1 month ahead by October, or at least put together a plan to do that. And so a couple of my numbers will change from what you saw from the budget with me, but that's just because as I was doing the future planning, I recognize I have a way of reaching 1 month ahead come October if I'm a little bit diligent, not just diligent about how I'm going to handle my finances, especially paying my bills, but also reallocating some money. So going forward, usually I have $1,500 as the amount, or $1,500 every paycheck that goes towards bills. That's what I put into my bills account, and then I use a focus view within YNAB to match those two things up and to make sure that what I am saying that I want to spend on bills is what I have available in the bills account. What I am saying I want to spend for variables matches up with what I am saying I have in my variable account, and that's how I stay on track, because I still do have multiple accounts, and I'm not just running everything out of one. With that said, I do recognize that the way for me to get 1 month ahead is to take $100 from my variable and start adding it over into my bills. So now total, it's going to be $1,600 a month going into that bills account, $1,600 a month that I have for bills overall, and I should be able to get where I want to by October. Now, I did not make the cutoff time for them to actually adjust where my direct deposits are going this time around. Hopefully by the time I get paid on the 22nd, they will have that adjustment and we'll start to automatically see this money move over. Right now, I've just got some tasks that I'm going to have to do today, Friday, to get that done and make sure that money goes over there. So going forward, it's more so $1,600 that I'll be working with in bills, $800 I'll be working with as far as variables and savings is concerned. All right, so how did I make that adjustment? That's what we're about to go into here. First, as far as press towards the mark, nothing else we're entering in there. We're still going to stay at the $150 mark on that one. You know what? Let me cover... No. I was going to say, let me cover the overspend. Maybe look at them. Let me look at them and see. So both of them are here under bills. Paramount came out earlier than I expected. That was $11.99. And Micah's phone that I paid the $41.80 for, that's what you see here, was outside of what I typically have in phones. So I do have to cover that, and that's fine. I was planning on doing that anyway, so we are good to go. All right, so let's go back to all. All right, well, I gotta work. Let's go in here and see what we got. Okay, so how I'm adjusting. I'm taking the $100 out of my variable spending. Most of that is gonna come from cars. Cars right now, or cars previously, would get $100 every paycheck. Now it's gonna get $50 every paycheck. So, and I'm gonna take that other $50, have that go over here. The other part of that 50 is going over here into Bill's account. But I also moved over here the tidal wave, that's the car subscription, and saving for the oil change as well. That's now going to be considered a part of my bills as opposed to being a part of the variable expenses. So that's one change that I am making. So let's go ahead and put some money where it needs to go. So tidal wave, we're going to do, y'all have to excuse me, I have everything written out. So because I had to do this over again. All right, so we've got for tidal wave, we're going to do 15. That's new. We'll get that added in there, and I'll get some targets added for that one. Oil change, I'm going to put 25 for right now, at least just from this check. Giving is moving up to 150 for that category instead of 140, giving a little bit more there. Mortgage, we're going to add 430 directly in here instead of putting it in the 1 month ahead. Lawn Love, we're going to do a plus 80. We got a new guy coming in to do the lawn. He was here for 3 hours, y'all, today. I got to give him a little extra change. So I'm giving him a couple of dollars extra on that one. All right, my electric bill came in, the one that's going to be due for October, right? So I have all of, September. So I've got all of August to save up for it. The electric bill is $123.06. You guys might think, oh, that's not bad. It is bad because I've been paying extra on that account. So I actually had a $110 credit, and they applied that credit, and I still owe another $123. So total, the bill was $234 if I'm not mistaken. So it has definitely creeped up. This is the month that it has started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give for electric, because I was not supposed to give anything from this check. When I did the budget with me, that you saw, I skipped electric, but this time, because I'm trying to get 1 month ahead, which means I got to separate my bills out and maybe do half one, cover half of the cost in one check, half of the cost in the other, so that it's ready come the beginning of the next month. So I'm going to add $75 there this time, where I was not going to do that before. All right, so we have that. I'm still going to skip AHS. Nope, I'm not. I did say to do plus 25 there to kind of get that in half. Let's see if that works. BET, we're going to give them $3. Yep, I sure did. So we got that in. We're going to give Fubo, it's plus 50. And my hope is to be able to skip this one the next cycle, because my next paycheck, I can already see I'm going to be over by a little bit, but I think I can make that up by Fubo. So I already have $100 in here, and I needed $100 starting September the 1st. So that is technically already 1 month ahead. All right, Spotify, we're going to give plus 8 there. Property insurance, I said we were going to give a plus 35 to start beefing that up a little bit more. Paramount just came out, so I am adding plus, I'm gonna put plus, what have I already funded Kindle, So I'm not going to add that there, but I'm going to put that up here. I want to add the 12 that I need to. I'm going to do plus 18. That adds the 12 that I need to, and it gives me $6 in preparation for the next time. I'm going to leave Kindle alone for right now, and I'm going to leave Apple iPro alone for right now, and I am going to go to AT&T. So AT&T is going to get its normal plus 96. The next time I get paid is when I'll start to move that one to more of the split bill method. iCloud is going to get, iCloud is only going to be $2 or $3, so it's at $6, so it is good. HP Inc. is where I needed to give a little extra, so I'm going to do plus 6 there. Garbage, we are going to add $10 there instead of the 25 that I initially said we were going to add. Water, we're going to do the whole amount plus 40. We'll move to a split bill method for that one come the next check. Auto loans gets its 260, so plus 260 there. And the Apple insurance for the phone gets plus 3. That gets me to 5, and then I still have another check before that comes out. All right, and then for the phones, I want to add a plus 90. That's for the 2 visible phones and the $40 for my son. So I'm good on that one for right now. Disney has its extra in there already, so I'm not worried about that. Gas and heating, I'm going to have to wait until the next check before I start to do a split bill for that one. All right, Ring, we're going to leave that one alone as well for right now. I may come back and add, you know what, I'm just going to do a plus 5. We'll see what it all, whether or not I have enough money at the end or not. We might have to come back and take that out. All right, rooms to go. We're going to do the plus 100. Let's go into just annoying. We'll add the plus 100 here for that. And we will add for Green Sky, we will add the plus 90 for that. And now that one is fully funded as well. All right, so those are all the things for the bills. It just looks just a little bit different than the other ones, but that's not too bad. All right, day to day is where we saw the biggest changes. So we're going to add in for food. We're still going to keep that at adding in 300. For car and gas, we're at 75. I wanted to make sure, I'm only going to add 25 here. That'll make it 100, and this is now just for gas, so I probably will change that title because we're taking care of the other 2 items under the bills now. So I'm just going to do a plus 25 here, and that's it. All right, home supplies is going down to $30 instead of $50. Over the counter is going down to $30 instead of the $50. And personal is going to $40 instead of the $50. And again, that's how I'm making up for that $100 change that we've seen with me transitioning stuff over to the bills. And I am going to add here, I do need to do this Chase checking install, so let's add plus 35 there. Lord, I hope I don't run out of any money, y'all. All right, so we have that one done. All right, let's collapse and let's come down here. So for WTH, I wanted to save $100 for right now. I am going to put that in under the core savings for that one. And let's come down to subscriptions. Subscriptions, I'm bumping up by $5. So this time I'm going to put in here plus 25. All right. Holding on. Family business, I'm changing this one up a little bit. Usually I only give $20 and that goes straight to Bean. But now I'm going to give $50 for that one. And I'm going to start depositing the family fund, gifts, Christmas, and November birthdays directly in here. So I had some cash because I was running some cash challenges here and there when I could. I've added those into these buckets. I actually made a deposit to the bank and added those in. So that's what you see here. And so we've got those added now. And so now I need to take that $50 and I need to divvy it up between all of these categories in some way. I'll figure that out later. But for right now, family business is now getting 50, where before it was getting only 20. And then for Boss Babe, under the holding envelope, we're going to add 80 there for that one. And for Wish Farm, we're going to add 80 there as well. So let's get here. Hold up, wait a minute. And let's put a plus 80 there. Alrighty. So that leaves me $7.38. So the only other thing that I really wanted to do, I'm not giving any money to Bean Binder because I've already topped them off. So I gave him some ones and stuff that I had, Sweets had, etc. So we topped off his blue binder already. So I'm good on that. But I did want to give $25 to this acrylic box. But I need to have $25 in order to do that. So let's see. How do I get 25 bucks? So where did I give some extra money that probably I didn't have to? I'm going to go to gas or fuel for the car. And I'm going to take that 25 back out. So I'm going to go to 100 here, and I'm going to take 20 and move it to ready to assign and take it back. That still leaves me with $75 there for 2 weeks for gas only, and that's good. It only takes $30 to fill up my tank. So that then gives me the 25 that I need. So I'm going to go over here to, is it account savings? Nope, other outflow. And cash withdrawal. And I'm going to put $25 in there, because that's what that will be there. All right, now I'm good. Okay, so I still have $7.38 left. I'm just going to leave it there. I can't recall if there were any other areas that I could have given a little bit more change to, but at the end of the day, this is good. This is good. $7.38 left. So if I continue along the same path, and what I've done is written out like kind of what it looks like for the next couple of paychecks. So if I continue this way, my gas and my, what else? Gas South and Nelnet, and my other loans are Rooms to Go and Green Sky. So those are the ones left to try and get where I am getting 1 month ahead on those and kind of paying a little bit along. So, and I'll be working on those over the next couple of paycheck cycles. But this is where we are now. All of the money is pretty much gone. Money gone. Money go fast. And so the key here is now to see whether or not I did it right. So for Newton Federal Focus Views, my total should be 1,000. I should have 1952.22 plus 191 equals. So if I have $2,143 in that account on Friday, then we are good. Now, when the last time I looked, I had 5 and some change, if I'm not mistaken. And then you add in another $1,600 and we should be good. I have to remember to move that $100 over from variable over into the bills account, but that should be my totals there. And then for Chase, I need to make sure I have this amount, whatever that is, 646. 33 plus 57.82. So after I finish doing all of my money moves, I need to make sure I have $704.15 in the Chase account, and then I'll know at least that amount, and then I'll know I did it right. Okay. All right. I think that is it. I'm gonna let y'all go. Everything has been done. Money has been dispersed. All right. We are good to go. Thanks everybody for your time. You guys have a good one.